Anyway, what's the plan?
Sweet.
What's happening? Why am I here?
Right. I forgot on the host.
Good Tuesday. Can I go home now?
No.
Okay.
So today we're here to do yet another crafter card.
Everybody
For those
stop.
of you
Everybody
guys-
stop. We have to redo the intro. I didn't shut off the Discord.
Okay.
Man, it's a
That's-
good thing I caught that now.
Yeah. I was even thinking I need to remind Ronnan not to leave desktop audio on.
I was gonna shut it off after lineups, and I had the list in my head, do all that, and then I tried to start lineups, and you guys talked for 20 minutes about some random thing that we all agreed
Sorry.
we shouldn't talk about. And I
Fair
forgot.
enough.
Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Magic and Mayhem. I'm your host, the King of Chaos. The Voices.
Me, that's me.
The
I'm the
voices.
voices. I'm the voices.
Today I'm joined by the Voices.
I'm the voices. I'm the voices. Hey guys, I'm the voices. Ronnan here. I got the guy. I'm the guy who got stuck in an elevator one time, but now takes steps to avoid them. It's me.
Huh.
That's me.
You
Thank
card.
you. The reason
Look
the
at
reason
you.
no one's
Look at you,
laughing
card.
at that amazing joke is because I screwed up and we're redoing the intro. So who else is here?
Hi, I'm James. My lights are currently a very violent blue, but you cannot tell because it is currently sunshiny outside.
That must be so nice.
I'm falling
Look right here.
into the sun.
Outside!
Wait, look right here.
It devours my blood.
Anyways,
We shouldn't
can't
record during the
believe-
day.
that attempt at the intro took so little time, and I've been recording for 12 minutes already.
Let's
Let's get right
go!
Let's get right into it. You guys have been eating up Crafted Card, and that's good because we like doing it.
Ooh, me.
Yes?
Have they been eating it up, or have we just been force feeding it to them?
Shut up. Shut your face. Shut up now.
It doesn't matter. It's in their mouth.
Exactly.
But thanks to both popular vote and also the routine that we accidentally set, James, it's your turn for the concept.
But wait,
For
before
those of
we
you guys who
you first.
For those of you guys who don't know how Crafted Card works, which completely understandable, this is what, 4, 5? I have my buddy here, my
Don't do
good
this to me,
friend,
don't do
pal,
this
to
to me, don't do
introduce
this to me,
it
not
and
again,
explain
not
it again.
No, not again, please. No, not again.
Welcome to Crafter Card, a brand new segment of your favorite EDH podcast dedicated to exploring non-magic concepts. Here's how it works. Player 1 chooses any non-magic idea, like a character from a book, a scene from a movie, or a mysterious artifact found in the basement of a creepy old lady who predicted their demise. Player 1 then has 60 seconds to present this idea. No more, no less. Players 2, 3, and 4 then independently craft a new Magic the Gathering card inspired by Player 1's idea, without any input from them whatsoever. Once the card is created, Player 1 rates them on a scale of 1 to 10 based on how closely they captured the essence of their original concept. Then after that, it is your turn, dear listeners. Share your thoughts on the card. Is it good, bad, overpowered, completely unplayable? Let us know in the Q&A section in the episode description. And as always, we love you and thank you for tuning in to Magic and Mayhem!
Oh man, that guy again. I can't believe he just popped up and screamed at me like that. He seems a lot more animated today.
Yeah,
That
that's
hurt
about
my
as
brain.
animated. That's about as animated as I think he's ever going to get. Anyways, we have an episode to record.
Right,
James,
episode
what?
to record. Damn!
Are you ready to give
This
us
is not like we don't ever hang out. We just choose to just actually communicate with each other when we record.
Yeah.
We hang out a lot, but we never actually talk to each other.
I don't know these people.
It's like
Yeah.
this freaking guy right here.
Hey!
I hope that lined up.
See, on my
Oh.
screen it lined up with me.
Yeah, I'm on top. Chaos is middle. Ronan's bottom.
Oh, on my
Ronan's
screen that
absolutely a
everybody's
bottom.
going to see. How dare you? On the the screen that everybody's going to see, I'm the bottom one. Chaos is top right, and James is top left.
Oh, right, you're
So
full
you
screen.
pointed straight at me.
I'm
So what
split
I'm
screen.
hearing is,
Hey, whoa!
am I looking the right way?
I don't know. I'm not looking. Where are you looking?
Me?
No, James. There you go. Oh, hi.
I was looking the opposite direction of Chaos.
Am I looking the correct way?
Yes, everyone's staring
Oh,
at
does
me.
my-
There we go. It's probably
So,
mirrored.
give us your concept, James. Before we
got-
ADHD trap ourselves again.
Is my camera mirrored on your end, but not my end?
Probably.
I think it
That's
is because
weird.
I was looking
I
this
don't
way, and
like
on my
that.
screen you were also looking this way, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm looking the opposite way as Chaos," and I'm like,
I don't like that. Okay.
"Concept, for the love of God!"
No! Alright, so I've got something in me nog, but I'm just doming this one because I didn't put any forethought into this.
That was a lot of head nomenclature.
Nomenclature. Ha! Killed it.
Oh.
Genuinely, that was really good. Well done.
Thanks.
Alright, I'm prepared
Alright.
to take that. Go for it.
Cool. So yeah, I probably should have put something together. Cool. So this is a entity being. Let's figure this out. Hold on.
I've written
2
down.
seconds to think this over.
So far, I've written down being.
Are you okay? Did you spill your Dr. Pepper?
I have not been drinking Dr. Pepper. And also, no. Sorry,
Okay.
that's the more important part of the question.
Okay. You
No,
just
it-
looked
it
kind
wasn't
of
Dr.
worried
Pepper.
looking down at your desk.
I was trying to grab out my picture of Conviction Man to make fun of you,
Not this guy.
and then stuff started going poorly. All right, this entity.
Alright, so this is an entity, forest dwelling, large being, I don't know, entity, being, creature, whatever you want to call it. It's not a battle. It's it's not an instant. That's really all I got for you. So this creature, forest dwelling, very attuned to nature. It is known very much for its ability to hide and just not be seeing. Less known is that it kind of can slip between worlds almost, slip in and out of reality, kind of. The people of the world believe it might be of a more advanced society, possibly alien. Probably very smart. Remind me never to make these things up on the spot ever again. I hate this. Oh yeah. Possibly magical, very furry.
Uwu.
Possibly. Tall, powerful. Nice double take.
Thanks.
Tall, powerful. Some can be warriors. This is kind of like a species. No, I'm not thinking of any specific being. Kind of a species.
I definitely misspelled species.
Sure.
It's with an F, but sounds the same mostly.
Feces.
How dare you on our podcast?
I've fallen for it.
Got him.
I have to go.
Oh, he's gone. Oh no.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh
Okay.
no. What? On top right. I don't like. I'm back. Down to the bottom.
That scream was to go with the profile picture that I forgot could be seen.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got. Again, remind me never to just come up with these things on the spot, because I did not give you a lot of information.
That's okay. I got enough to figure out it's
I'm
Bigfoot.
open to questions.
Okay.
Is it Bigfoot?
Shut up.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Wait, so you're open to questions. I'm gonna pretend I didn't say Bigfoot. Cause it's more fun.
Is it Bigfoot?
Is it Bigfoot? Alright, so actually,
Shut up.
he might just be messing with us. He could have
Yeah.
done that to anything we said. So I'm not gonna trust you. Your
All right.
deceptive ways. What was
I have
gonna
to
write
steal
down?
something from Google Docs real quick.
I have to.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I forgot what my profile picture was, so I was just checking. Anyway.
Creature.
Okay.
Mine is Doctor Who.
And oddly, looking at it from far away, it kind of looks like a picture of you in cosplay in front of a really cool background.
Yeah.
Fair. I did pick Matt Smith. That's kind of the closest to my profile, I guess.
He's got the same kind of hair color in light as you do.
Yeah.
Alright, so forest being, he's big, very good at hiding. No one, it's really hard to spot him. I'm gonna stop clicking this pen, that's probably a good idea.
He did say it was more of a species, so I'm thinking maybe a non-legendary creature.
You could go that way.
World slip, seen as an alien, smart question mark, magic question mark, fur, power, spicis.
Oh, it's quite often known for some sort of like mind speak, so telepathy of some sort.
Okay, it's not Bigfoot.
I'm gonna set this Reese's bar off to the side because I'm playing with it and it's very crackly. Crackle, 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 crackle.
But we are agreeing this is a creature?
Yeah, world slip, he said.
I mean, it could be a concept.
World slip. Planewalker? No.
I could be convinced
Slippery
to do
world.
this as a plane. We could make this a planeswalker, but planeswalkers are so hard to build on this app.
Never mind then.
I mean, it's possible to do them.
Yeah, we did Jason.
We did do Jason.
We could do a. I want to try doing a planeswalker, but since it is a species, maybe it wouldn't work very well. Ooh, maybe we could do something more of like the card itself is like pack of, or something herd, you know, it's like a bunch of them, and it does like big stompy kind of green sort of card, with maybe some sort of gain things for amount of the same thing that he is or something.
Oh yeah, do sort of like a pack rats or like something like that.
Kind of along those lines. Not as crazy as some of them rat stuff can get, but yeah.
Yeah, there's like, I don't know, like sort of like a Slime Against Humanity effect where you can have like any number of them in a deck.
I don't know. I always find
What
those
he's
ones
saying
like
is
a
kind of
little
making
meh.
me think. Yeah, what he's saying is kind of making me think of. Here, I'm trying to find it.
I think pack rats is probably the
I
closest
have-
to what I was thinking, but
Village Watch is my werewolf card. That's kind of like that. It's 3 people. They've got, but it's the Village Watch. So it's not a creature. It's a group of creatures.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
like
it
a
had.
group of creatures on one creature.
Yeah, I thought it had something else, but it's just a haste creature. But I think I've seen other ones where it's like it's got Myriad, or it's
Yeah, alright, Ronan?
it's fine. I'm not clicking things that I shouldn't.
or it's got Menace or something.
We could. I was thinking we could do like Myriad. Myriad would be cool.
Or you could do
Myriad is the one where if it attacks, you get copies that are attacking other things. Right.
yes.
Yes.
That is always always cool.
Or you could do the multiple copies in a deck kind of thing. You could do like the 9 Nazgul, where you can have 9 of them in a deck.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
limit it, but not have it only one.
Is what's the exact wording on Myriad? Do you guys know?
Uh,
I don't have that.
I will Google it.
He'll find it faster.
Whenever this creature attacks, for each opponent other than defending player, you may create a token that's a copy of this creature that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. If one or more tokens are created this way, exile the tokens at the end of combat. So it's a May ability, and you can choose to attack planeswalkers.
Okay, so it has the same abilities as the one that it pops up then.
Yes.
We could do something like with Myriad, and then when this card is exiled, something happens.
Oh yeah, like when it leaves the battlefield.
Or it's specifically exiled, that way you don't have people putting it in like, I don't know, some stupid sort of bounce decks or whatever. And it's just
Yeah, but a lot of
works
bounce
on
is
itself.
exile though.
That's true.
Yeah, it's either exile or to hand.
Yeah, I guess leave the battlefield would
Is
be okay, but like
phasing
it's
out
less.
technically exile?
No, phasing out is just acting as though the card doesn't exist.
It's
Okay.
still there. You just look around it.
I figured so, because phased out things come back with the amount of +1/+1 counters that were originally on it. Which exile would not do that.
It's like you're not moving them. You're just dumping an invisibility potion on them, and then you just don't have them anymore. You just pretend. I just really wanted it to be the idea of it just being an exile thing is just so that it's very clearly, specifically to work with itself instead of grab other things that does it. But like, yeah, I think that's anything works.
And if it's like exile specific instead of just leaving the battlefield, then it's like, because there are some things where it's like when this creature dies or when this creature leaves the battlefield, the controller gets a benefit, and that's stopped removal in some cases. Where it's like, it's a very big problem, but if it's like, yeah, when this creature leaves the battlefield, draw a card, then it's like, well, I don't want him to get an extra card, and then he ends up getting like 3 before it dies.
But
so we can do exile, so people are like, yeah, I'm just destroying it, I'm not exiling it.
Yeah, and they can still block it without... if it dies to blockers, then too bad, you just lost out on whatever it gives you. The silence as we wait for typing.
Yeah. I don't know what sort of ability we want, but I so far have when this creature is put into exile.
Are you not using the same Google Doc?
He's not doing it on Google Doc. He's doing it on the card creator.
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
I'm doing it on the card creator, so that way Ronnan can just edit in the card as it's being built.
Okay.
You were reading out what you have so far.
Yeah, that's all I have is Myriad and when this creature is put into exile, comma.
Okay. We should probably work out Should we work out power and toughness now, or should we wait on...
I think we should do color. I think we should figure out what color this is.
Definitely green.
Yeah, has some sort of green. A lot of Myriad comes in white.
I'd be okay just making it mono green, but if
I
you
think
want
I would be as well.
Green, another color.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. That looks nice.
Mono green. When it's exiled, something happens. We could make it some sort of card advantage thing, or we could do something very green and make it when they're exiled add a green mana to your mana pool or something. These don't go away as phases pass or something like that.
Yeah, like when this creature is put into exile, add green or add 2 green or something. Because with Myriad, you're going to have... The 2 tokens are going to be like... the 2 tokens are going to be 2 green mana if we do 1 green mana. Or it's going to be 4 green mana if we do 2. So we have to think about this in doubles still.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be
we have yeah.
No,
unless it's not designed for Commander.
If it's not designed for Commander, then Myriad ain't doing you nothing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Myriad is a Commander concept. That's fair. I didn't think of that.
I'm pretty sure Myriad was introduced in Baldur's Gate, but I don't know for sure. I know it was a big thing in Baldur's Gate, but
It was also pretty big in the Doctor Who stuff.
That is true. There were a lot of Daleks with Myriad.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah. But it's on brand.
Yeah.
They tend to work their way out of the woodworks.
Yeah. We could do like whenever this creature is put into exile, add 1 green mana, and then if it's find some sort of workaround to where it's like if this card isn't a token when it goes into exile, add 3 green mana instead. Or something like that, so it's like when the token dies you get a payoff, but when the actual card dies you get a bigger payoff.
Try and prevent a path or something.
Yeah.
Or swords.
Yeah, something like that. Just I don't know. Not for any like balance or power reasons, just because I think like having two separate effects in one effect is a cool thing. But
We could do that. Maybe instead of
Kind of like for foretell cards that get more powerful if they're cast from exile.
yeah,
It's like delayed blast fireball, I think.
yeah,
Does 5 damage instead of 3.
yeah, like delayed blast fireball. I know there's like Call of the Valkyries or something like that, where it's like you can cast it from exile for like 1 white and X or 2X.
Yeah, and it gives you X angel tokens instead of just 1 angel token.
Yeah, something like that.
we could do a sort of thing. If we do it all in the same ability, then we'll probably... I mean, if we do it the way that you had it worded originally, then you'll only get anything if you just somehow happen to exile this card. So I think having that one just be a leave the battlefield or dies ability works. It's really sneaky and can't be seen. If instead of changing it to it dies, we could keep it an exiled thing and give it a ability where if it's blocked, you can pay a certain amount, exile it, return it to the battlefield after combat.
Oh.
That way it doesn't take any damage from being blocked, and it can come back in.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to pay some to get it.
Mm-hmm. So like whenever this creature is put into exile, then ability, and we'll just leave it like whenever this creature or its myriad tokens are put into exile, and then whenever this creature becomes blocked, you may pay blank. If you do, exile it and then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control during the next end step. At the beginning of the next end step, or
Random thought. What do you think about maybe giving it suspend, and then if it's blocked, exiling it with a certain amount of time counters on it?
Suspend it for a bit. Yeah. I like that. If it becomes blocked, pay something, suspend it for 2.
Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of like suspend
Maybe.
cards that loop themselves.
Maybe suspend 1. We can make its power and toughness a little lower and do suspend 1 on it. That way it comes back a little quicker. It's one of those kind of smaller but super annoying to get rid of guys.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Swords to Plowshares, or no, it's Path to Exile. One of the ones that exiles something. If you exile something that has suspend, will it just immediately re-enter the battlefield because it's exiled with no time counters and has suspend?
Let's see.
Or does it happen as it loses its final time counter, unlike like a saga where it just always checks if it has more lore counters than it has stages of saga?
Suspend is a keyword that represents 3 abilities. The first is a static ability that allows you to exile the card from your hand with a specified number of time counters, the number before the dash, on it by paying its suspend cost, listed after the dash. The second is a triggered ability that removes a time counter from the suspended card at the beginning of your upkeeps. The third is a triggered ability that causes you to cast the card when the last time counter is removed. So if we do...
So it's as the last time counter is removed.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Cool.
If we're thinking...
So theoretically that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a random thought I had. I've never attempted to exile a permanent with suspend before.
Do we want to give it a suspend cost as well as like a mana cost?
I mean, if it has suspend anyway, might as well.
Or do you want to give it no mana cost and only a suspend cost?
I think we could do that.
Kind of like a soul talisman or a mox talisman or something.
We could do that, yeah. What happens? Never mind. I can ask that question later. That's related to a deck that I have that doesn't matter.
Do we want to do like suspend 2?
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you're going to be bringing it in for in the beginning anyway, then yeah, suspend 2.
And then how much do we want the suspend cost to be? Maybe like
we should
1
work
in a
out.
green or 2 in a green?
We should work out the rest of it before we get that, because I don't know how
That's a good point, yeah.
strong it is yet. Which I think really all we need. Creature type.
Creature type, power and toughness,
Power and toughness.
a name, and a mana cost.
Right. Let's see. Power and toughness. 2/3. 2/2.
I was thinking like a 2/2 or a 2/1.
2/1. I think 2/2. Just because you don't want it to be like super easy to. You don't want like any token to just be able to take out the things that are gonna give you something if they survive through it.
But if it's resuspending every time it gets blocked.
I mean, you're gonna have to pay to get it to resuspend.
No, if it exiles with a certain amount of time counters,
Yeah,
it will
it's
just suspend itself.
Yeah, one of the abilities is when this creature becomes blocked, you may pay a certain amount that we haven't decided yet.
Oh.
If you do, exile it with the time counter on it.
I missed that. Okay.
And then whenever this creature is put into exile, ability. So we still need the ability and then the cost of the second ability
Right.
as well.
All right. Let's work on that first ability then. What happens when it gets exiled?
Because we could do the super green thing of just like adding a green mana or adding... I think we should probably just do 1 green mana. Because there's the capability of getting 3 green mana that you don't lose. If we do 2 mana per, that's 6 mana, and I don't know if I would be okay with letting that happen.
Yeah. Not on a non-legendary, at least.
Yeah.
We could... Or we could do a thing where it makes... when it gets exiled, it creates some token with Defender or something. Maybe like a 0/2 with Defender. Or... I don't know how helpful that's not super powerful in the long run, but it's...
Well, tokens recently have been debuffed by they are not allowed to block anymore recently.
Tokens can't
Due
block?
to the most, they have to actually say cannot block, like the Myco Tyrants.
Yeah, the Myco Tyrants tokens
creates...
say this token can't block.
Yeah.
Phyrexian Mites can't be blocked, or can't block. So that's like...
But it's just kind of, they've started doing that because tokens are so easy to create nowadays.
So it's not a game rule, it's the newer token
it's not a
makers
game
have been saying they can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
What
new
if we
things,
do, like-
especially like Myco Tyrant, where you're very easily getting a lot of tokens, they've started going like, those can't block, because you'll never be touched ever again. They got tired of chump blocking, basically.
I do like the idea of tokens. What if we do like when this creature is put into exile, create a food token or something like that? life gain is kind of green.
Green likes food tokens.
But I
Green
don't like
likes
food
mana.
tokens.
Green likes 1/1 counters. Green likes creature tokens.
There is also. I'm looking
Poison
through my
counters.
notes. I'm looking through my notes again at what James said, and I'm reading large entity / being, big boy, believed to be an alien or from a smarter place, magical big furry, tall and powerful. There's a lot of things in here that say that he's really big.
I was just repeating myself.
Oh, that's fair. So I was,
Again, I did not script that. I was just off the dome.
yeah, makes sense. So I was thinking maybe like either give him like really big hands or a really big butt, something like that.
Booty cheeks.
I was thinking something along those kind of along those lines, or at least this will probably help with that a little bit. If we could do, when it gets exiled, choose one that hasn't been chosen yet this turn, and then you have put a +1/+1 counter on target creature with the same name as this, or create a food token, or maybe then you could do create 2 or 3 green mana, because it can only happen once, and then those can't be lost or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this combat instead of this turn, just to keep it open to like Karlak or something to get extra combat steps?
We could do that.
Though doesn't that only...
Maybe not the +1/+1 counter, because you're gonna be. Odds are you're gonna be bouncing your guy a lot. You're gonna be losing every counter all of the time.
Well, the counters don't have to go onto it.
Well, I
It
was
could go on your Hydra over there.
the way that I had it phrased was that it was on to the guy with the same name as whatever is exiled. So I guess you could make it just go on to a creature you control.
Would a restriction such as choose one that hasn't been chosen this combat, that wouldn't work very well because they're all completely different cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
choose
would,
one
since they're all
that
different cards.
if you do it like choose one that a specifies that a creature with this name hasn't had activate or something. All you have to do is throw in the this name thing there, and that takes out all of the issues of that. You just have to figure out where to put it. I'm not very good at the exact wording, but
Whenever this creature is put into exile, choose one that hasn't been. I don't know if that would be. I don't know how to word that at all.
you could make it really confusing and hard to keep track of and say choose one that hasn't happened yet. And then if you had made a +1/+1 counter at any point in the earlier bits of your combat, like if something has an attack trigger that gets a +1/+1 counter, you just can't choose that.
Yeah, but then they're only good for like 1 or 2 rounds of combat, and then
And also
exile
they're
ability is taken out for the rest of the game.
I mean, hasn't happened yet in the combat, not just in the game.
Oh, okay.
Why on
They're
earth would it be in the
choosing-
game?
they're
I don't
choosing
know.
their
I'm thinking long
mode.
term. I'm thinking too long term. Sorry, continue, James.
They're choosing their mode at the same time because they're not resolving yet, so they wouldn't see each other, would
Yeah.
they?
They would not.
Yeah, so you could activate the same thing twice and get around it because they're both on the same stack. Copies are hard, man.
Copies are really hard.
choose one, another card with this name cannot choose the same. Because you have to resolve them one at a time, or you have to choose one at a time, because that's just how choices work. Even if they do all resolve at the same time.
Well, the abilities happen at the same time, so they are chosen at the same time, but they resolve separately.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about how this stack would work.
You can't choose what it is. If it resolves once, then the first thing happens. If it resolves twice, then the second thing happens. If it resolves 3 times, then the third thing happens.
I mean, you could do something like that where you. That is interesting. It's like on the first time an ability from creature name resolves, this happens. The second time ability 2 happens.
Okay. I have...
Because they would resolve separately and thus see each other then.
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if we need to make it like something that hasn't been chosen. I think we can just say like choose one and then do like a +1/+1 counter on any creature, a food token, or 1 green mana that doesn't resolve. Because then you have the choice of, oh, I want 2 green mana and a food token, or I want 3 +1/+1 counters, or 3 food tokens, or 3 green mana. I don't think
you could just
any
make
of the
it
3 of those are too broken.
Yeah, you could just make it a straight modal. You can choose 3 of the same thing and just up the mana cost.
That's hilarious because this entire conversation started me trying to figure out choose one and you can't choose the others because you said 3 mana is too broken.
I meant 3 mana per token, sorry.
I can't believe you. I really like the idea of the resolve order, the amount of resolves changing what happens, though, now that we've thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting. That's going to be hard to implement because we are not game designers.
Yeah.
Alright.
Usually abilities like that where it's like, if this is the first time this ability has resolved, that only counts itself. Like the 4-color Omnath from Zendikar Rising.
Yeah.
That only counts itself.
That and it doesn't happen all at the same. Yeah, we can just do choose one.
Yeah. Because usually it's just looking at a permanent that is currently staying on the battlefield with like a landfall trigger, such as that Omnath he was just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to do a little dot. Because I try to do like the asterisk and then it turns into like an actual like star.
Huh. Is there not a bullet point?
I'm not seeing one. Not on my keyboard and not on this app thing.
There you go. I found a bullet point on the Windows keyboard.
There's a Windows keyboard.
Yeah, I've got it on my taskbar. I think I did a couple things to bind it to the taskbar, so I'm not sure how to do that. YouTube is your best friend.
It didn't copy over the bullet points.
Keyboard.
How
Nice.
embarrassing.
Control
I'm doing
panel?
dashes.
Oh no! Oh, this isn't what I. Oh no! Everything's gone wrong. Well, that got rid of the little thing down at the bottom of the screen that's been there the whole time that says "turn off camera," so that's good.
Yeah, I tend to do that because I like to. I tend to sort my cards here on my computer desk, and then I want to go look something up on EDH Rec or something. But my keyboard is way over there because I move it out of the way to sort cards. So I bound the Windows keyboard to the taskbar so that I can just open it up and click, click, click. There's the card I wanted.
That's pretty smart.
Do you still need us to kill time, Chaos?
No, we're good.
Vamp, vamp, vamp.
All right.
Vamp, vamp, vamp.
Let's see.
Choose a
So
creature
now we
type.
just-
Vamp, vamp.
Now we just need. When this creature becomes blocked, you may pay how much?
What's the? It'll put 1 suspend counter.
Yeah, 1 time counter on it.
It's a 2/2. We can do. Should we do 1 in a green or 1 and 2 green?
I was thinking.
Think about stuff that some of those, like skeletons or whatever, that can come back to the graveyard, from the graveyard to the battlefield constantly, no matter what you do. I think those usually cost 2, but they're also like 1/1s.
Yeah.
And don't have
What's-
many other abilities. Maybe 4. 2 and 2
What's the
green.
exile ability again?
Choose one. You get a +1/+1 counter on any of your creatures, or a food token, or a green add to the mana pool, and the green don't go away for a bit.
Okay.
At least 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Unless you're fast with your turn. At least like a millisecond, I guess, is the least you could do, because you could just like swing pass, and then you got a lot of choosing to do on your ends, like right before someone else's turn. But
The fun thing about suspend cards is you can, based on the power of the card, you can either change the suspend cost or your time counters to make it stay gone longer. So if you want to leave it at 1 and a green, that way you can do it during combat and probably after you've cast a couple of creatures this turn. And then put like 3 time counters on it. It'll stay gone for a little while, but it's coming back.
we could put it to 2 time counters.
Yeah.
Go for
'Cause if we do
a cost of 3.
Yeah. I like that.
Because in a green deck, there's no guarantee you're going to have very much mana during combat. Unless you're playing smart and move to combat first and do everything on second main.
Unless you're playing haste and then want everyone in before combat.
That too. I'm not a smart player. I only use first main phase.
I use second main phase only when I'm playing my ninja deck, because I want to see if I can get my big stompy out without having to pay for him. And then I'll pay for him after if I have to.
And then recast your little 1/1 unblockable when you eventually get your Blightsteel in during combat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix the formatting on this card because there's a lot of text, and I can just make this text smaller.
He gone.
Wow!
Whoa. I feel like a lot of this is going to be cut out.
Yeah.
And that's where we come back in. Oh, no, it's still not ready. Okay. Keep vamping!
Why is it still bold? Why are you bold?
Because it's just who I am.
Bold and brash and ready to die.
Bold and brash and ready to dash.
Sure, that works
Bold
too.
and brash, ready to dash. Sounds like... Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's gone again. It's a lad.
It made the whole thing bold. That's why.
Everything's bold.
Nope, I'm stuck.
That sounds like a you problem. I'm just gonna
Okay. Sorry.
zoom
We're
on
good.
me. It's me. It's
I've
my
got-
time to shine.
I've got everything fixed.
Oh, it's not my time to shine. Go back. Everyone go back.
Yippee.
Back to where you were.
So
No,
he-
back to... There we
Here's
go.
here's what we have so far.
As you were.
Unnamed creature with unnamed mana cost. Creature, unnamed creature type. With suspend 2, unknown suspend cost. It has myriad. Whenever this creature is put into exile, choose one. Create a food token. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Add 1 green. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. When this creature becomes blocked, you may pay 2 and a green. If you do, exile it with 2 time counters.
We have not gone very far.
It is also a 2/2.
Well,
He has a 2/2? Ballerina? It's a wood nymph ballerina. That's what its creature type is.
Got it.
Ballerina creature type. I like that.
Creature. Wood nymph ballerina.
Wait, wood nymph ballerina rogue. 'Cause sneaky.
I mean, Myriad feels like a rogue ability. Either that or a fighter.
Feels like it should be. I say who, as the guy who likes to play rogues and ninjas and really wants expendable tokens to just swing at people.
The only thing I play with Myriad on it, other than Daleks, is I forget the name of it, but it's Dragon. Dragonborn from Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you mean.
We should put that
All right.
suspend cost at something. At something at least.
Yeah,
like-
I was thinking something maybe not expensive, but like not cheap for sure. I'm thinking like 5.
5 and 27 time counters.
4,
Good
but
luck.
all of it is green.
I mean, green's got the land ramp for it.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
5, but all of it is green, just for fun.
The extra pips will make it less of an, at least like discourage and include, or make it harder to get out there in like a green-red deck or a green-red-white deck where you have more different colors that you need to be gathering as well.
Yeah.
Blue,
What do we
green.
think about like 2 and 3 green?
Sure.
I mean, the 5 green pips was fine. I was just throwing out a fact.
That makes sense. Do you want to do 5 green pips, Ronan?
Yes, please.
What? Why did it go to the end of the text? This is
Oh no! Green, 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 green. He's blue. Why are you blue?
I don't know.
There we go. I've had to mess with the text so much just to make it look good. Alright. I think the last thing we need is a name.
It's getting darker outside.
The name for the being.
It's a wood nymph ballerina rogue. Don't forget that.
Right. Right. I really want to just give it something that, just to mix everything up, give it something that would really fit, but I'm still not certain it is Bigfoot, even though, but because I'm certain he would have given that exact answer no matter what we said.
Yeah. And it's like he could say anything about Bigfoot and I would believe him because he's the only person I know who knows all of the Bigfoot lore.
Yeah, see, I don't know tons of Bigfoot stuff, but like psychic, really?
Yeah,
I
and it
don't
like it
know.
sounds like it could be Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's like convincing enough that I feel like it probably is, but also I'm so doubtful because
Why is he looking at me like that?
just because of the way that he said it, and I don't know. So maybe not. So I'm not going to lean heavy into the Bigfoot for the name like I want to, just because I am scared of being incorrect. So we should definitely go as far away from it as possible to counteract.
Classic crafter card.
There's a gopher.
Yes. And I want it to be a gopher. I had a really fun idea for a name, but now I want it to be a gopher.
Wait, what was your idea gonna be though?
It's a Bigfoot with myriad, so it's a pack squatch. Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Bigfoot pack squatch. You know the card pack rat? Well, this is pack
Yeah.
gopher. What's
Pack
his face?
gopher.
Pack gopher. Nothing
Pack
can
gopher
go
or
wrong.
pack gophers?
Pack gopher. Pack gopher.
Just one.
Gopher. Pack gopher.
There's just one.
Pack
Alright,
of
well now I
one
need to
that
change
becomes
the
many.
creature type to wood nymph ballerina rogue gopher.
What a
quotation
creature
marks.
type.
because we need to
Right.
help out the other guy.
Consistency.
We need to give the other guys some friends.
You know,
Did the other one actually say something about the quote gopher creature type?
Not in the abilities, I don't think.
no.
Got
But-
vetoed.
We were talking about
I
it.
really wanted to. His toughness
see,
was going to be equal to it.
I'm okay with having this be a gopher because it's not happening to me, but I would just like to put it on the Magic and Mayhem record. I want this joke to crash and burn. I want it to die so hard.
It's never going away.
I want each and every one of you. Get in the comments. Tell everybody how bad the gopher joke is.
It's so good, guys.
And me saying that has just solidified that it's going to be a bit forever.
Forever.
Mhm.
Go for man.
Just waiting
Best
until
friends
you
with
see
conviction, man.
Aaron next. Next time you see Aaron, he'll just go on and on and on about gophers.
Yeah, if I'm not too careful, Mr. Animal Facts down beneath me is gonna start learning gopher facts.
It wouldn't be too hard. Gophers are pretty straightforward.
Not until I'm done convoluting. We've got Mirak from Skyrim and Sasquatch now. I don't know. We're diluting this gene pool. That being said,
As if Universes Beyond wasn't already doing so.
you got me there. Yeah, you got me there. All
Don't
right.
forget Marvel 2025.
Oh no, I'm gonna tap 3 and cast Iron Man.
All right.
Iron Man
yeah,
is
in
gonna be
response,
at least 5, brother.
Right.
Hang on, I need to Google Scryfall so I can make this joke
I'm
properly.
gonna tap 2 and attach Swiftfoot boots to Iron Man.
In response to equipping Swiftfoot boots, I need to make sure this isn't a sorcery. Yes! Yes! In response, I'm going to tap 2 and 2 white to cast Return to Dust.
No! That wouldn't work. That's
Targeting the boots.
It makes a little less sense on Iron Man because he's like one of the only ones who did not.
Yeah, I know. I'm targeting your Spider-Man so that way you don't get an equipment trigger.
Oh! And so that Tony cries a lot. If they don't put something on the Iron Man thing that says if if a Spider-Man dies this turn, Tony can't, or Iron Man can't attack, then I'm gonna be very upset.
Alright. Here is our final card before James reveals what this creature actually is. It's a pack gopher. It's a 2/2 and you can cast it with Suspend 2 for 5 green mana. It has a wood nymph gopher ballerina rogue with myriad. Whenever this creature is put into exile, choose one. Create a food token, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, or add 1 green mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, you may pay 2 and 1 green for a total of 3. If you do, exile it with 2 time counters.
I'm proud of what we've done here today.
Everything but the name and the type line tells me that this would be an incredibly fun card to play. The name and the type line tells me that this is an even more fun card to play.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was
It's
about
like I
to
would
get really
throw
mad.
this into my Borg Barigmos deck.
Yeah, it's like...
Dude,
the-
if
the
this was
text-
blue, Fribble Flip all the way, dude.
It's like, the text box is like, yeah, this is a really good Magic card. The rest of it is like, oh, this is a really good Magic card from an unsanctioned set.
It's like this would go great into a mono green questing beast word soup deck.
Oh, absolutely. Alright. Well, James, just so we can add the art onto this card, go ahead and tell us what this concept is.
It is big.
This is a Sasquatch.
Oh,
Yeah!
man, I should have leaned full in, man. It could have been awesome. We could have gone with
I was trying to pull as
Sasquatch.
much.
It would have been so good.
Yeah, that I liked that one. That was fun. I was trying to pull as much lesser known details of encounters as I could to try and throw you guys off, but Bigfoot's pretty cut and dry. Big creature in the woods. There are some people that think he's an alien. There are people that say he walks through doorways of light into other dimensions, hence the alien concept. There are people who say that he speaks to them in their heads.
He's so cut and dry, big creature that we decided to make him a small guy that makes other ones.
Yep.
It was so very obviously big creature. He said it, what, 20 times?
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Hey, he creates 1/1 counters, so he can get bigger.
It's true.
That's what she said.
Why would she say that?
I don't know.
Especially about you. There
Thank
he
you guys
goes.
for watching Magic and Mayhem.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
We appreciate everyone stopping by.
Words hurt.
He's back. He's returned. Why? Words don't hurt. Sticks and stones break your bones. Words can never hurt you. We all know this. Alright, bye, guys. It's
Oh, I wore the perfect T-shirt
Yeah.
today just for this.
Sasquatch!
Sasquatch for president. We should have guessed so much sooner that it was Bigfoot.
We should. I didn't realize that was the shirt you were wearing. I thought that was... I could only see the flag. I thought it was just like an Old Navy shirt or something.
Nope.
That's
Well,
funny.
thank you guys so much for watching. My name is The King of Chaos, and you can find me on twitch.tv/The King of Chaos with 3 S's and a 0 instead of the final O. You can
Right.
find me on YouTube at The King of Chaos with just a 0 instead of an O. None of that S nonsense. Where can we find you guys?
Well, you will have to put one S because that's just how you spell it.
Yes.
Sure.
My
yeah,
favorite
maybe,
streamer,
probably.
The King of Chaos.
KO. KO!
Gale.
You can-
K.O.
No.
Hi, Ronan. Pleasure to meet you. You can find me on Twitch at Ronan_C_McKeek. You'll look somewhere else for the spelling. I'm not gonna tell you. But
in the
that's
show
all I got.
notes.
Yeah, no, it's somewhere. You'll find it.
And I have been James. You can find me James_42 on Twitch and James42_James on YouTube. It was nice to see you guys. Sasquatch for president. Peace.
Sasquatch 20. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye!
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me.
Hold on. Well, it's time. It's that time of day again, guys. It's time to leave.